This ain't for the weak. The minute you sweat and the air run through it, it's like poof. I don't try this at home, okay? So yeah, I jumped on because I wanted to do a reading before Alex came home. How everybody doing? How everybody doing today? All right. Happy birthday. Congratulations to that new baby I smelled this morning. I smelled fresh milk and I never got a chance to say anything about congratulations to the new baby because when I smelled the fresh milk, I was smelling Alex, but I also was talking about those two young guys that decided they was going to take over the island of Gonovia or whatever. Gonvini, Govani or something like that. It's the Haitian island where the two guys decided they was going to take it over. 21 and 20. So can you imagine how many people younger than them? Because there's kids coming up after them that are probably going to be slightly more off the rocker. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm hoping that we can hit the reset button and revert one day. But yeah, congratulations on that new baby. Congratulations on the new relationship. Congratulations on your new fiance and the upcoming wedding, because I don't feel like there's going to be a wedding this week. I think it's going to be either the weekend or it already passed. Something like that. But either way, congratulations, everybody. How y'all doing? There was a crazy side note about money. All money ain't good money. So here's what I would say about that. Like, you ever had a thought you had like somebody pass by, you be like, dang, I wonder how they get their money. Or a lot of people don't wonder how they get their money. They just want the money. They don't care how the person got the money. They want the money. But a lot of times you need to think about it, because a lot of times when we see old money, we like, yeah, that's good money. Old money is good money. Quite the contrary, actually. Because if you think about that old crazy word that I keep trying not to say, slavery, right? If you think about slavery, a lot of old money come from that. A lot of old money come from generations of slave shops. A lot of money comes from human trafficking. And that stuff is coming from old money now. Different stuff that different families took part in and they got riches, right? But the thing is, you have to remember that there's a lot of times, there's a lot of karma delved out with this money. So like when they say all money ain't good money, yeah, believe it. It's true. It's like, I remember I used to like flippantly put out there like, dang, the Rothschilds, right? And if I ever got my wish, you know how much blood would be attached to that daggone money? Heck no, I don't want that karma. Where's the oodles and noodles? Like, for real. Like, that's why they say you got to watch out with that pocket watching, because you don't know where people got their money from. Like, some people like the Dubai girls. Let's say that. All that money is not good money. Like, you really let somebody defecate and urinate on you for a couple dollars? Chef Boyardee, please. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that steak if that's what I had to do for that steak. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely hit. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Nothing, because I don't even like them. I think the chocolate is chewy. It's the worst chocolate I've ever seen in my life. Oh, am I still on my Bluetooth? Can you guys hear me? Is anybody there? Can you hear me? Let me get off my Bluetooth. But yeah, all money ain't good money. So you got to be very, very careful. And then you got to worry about your own intentions, because God is so funny. He hear even the most flippant prayer. Like, you could like honestly just be saying something and he'll be so funny. He'll get to you just to see what your reaction is. Will you thank him for it? Will you thank yourself? Will you even acknowledge the universe? Like, a lot of times he's testing us, and a lot of us fail the test. Me, I failed quite a few tests, okay? So, I ain't perfect, but I know a lot of things. I try to stay away from things that might get me in trouble. And yeah, that also goes for some karma. Like, have you ever noticed that a person was getting karma while you were getting a lesson, or vice versa? Sometimes God worked like that. He'll put you with somebody to teach them a lesson while they're teaching you a lesson. I remember one day I met this guy and he was like, I was manifesting a wife, shorty. It was funny because I think he put me in his path to show me how much these ninjas ain't ready for no wife. And it showed me how much I was overqualified, and the batch in which kept being presented to me was very underqualified. So I had to learn a lesson of slowing down and realizing that there are a lot less qualified people for me. And I guess that poor guy, unfortunately learned that he ain't ready for no darn wife. And it's happened quite a few times. Different lessons where I see karma being delved out and lessons being delved out. And it could go vice versa, male to female, female to male. But it's just, that's funny. It's the same thing. Like, all money ain't good money. All spouses ain't your spouse. So yeah, it's called like the alignment, right? So I did water, air this morning. Let's do fire on the earth. Scorch the earth. She scorched the earth. Oh, somebody might be shaving. Scorch the earth. When they say scorch the earth, somebody's shaving. They getting ready for Thanksgiving festivities or birthday festivities, or just festivities in the middle of the week. You know, some people need a quickie. Hopefully it's respectfully with somebody that you're supposed to be with. Ain't nobody trying to get no Miss Barbara and Shirley calls this time of the year. We're in the fourth quarter. Do not mess up, because people are very unhinged. Things are tight, you know. We post-COVID, we're out of there. The people done came down about a couple of them PP loans by now. I'm sure they got more to go. I think they're rolling them out slowly. So yeah, it's a lot going on in this good old environment. But yeah, definitely from the beginning of that, yeah, all money ain't good money. So just be careful how flippant you are about your little praises and everything, because he be listening. He's so funny. Yep. So this will be your earth and fire reading, because we did water and air earlier. We did Pisces, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, and Cancer earlier. I just like that British accent. It just comes out naturally. It just falls out in my mouth. I've been thinking, you know. One thing I did remember is that Russian word, the Russian word hello, Grastuche. Haha, arigato. I still watch anime sometimes. Satama, that's One Punch Man. All right, so what do we got here for the fire in the earth? We got the 8 of Wands, and that's possibilities. Definite 8 possibilities. That's nice. It's karma too. So it's a possibility that you might be receiving some good karma. It looks like it's going, it could go up, it could go down, but it is definitely Sagittarian energy, because it came out with Temperance. So keep your head above the water and keep balance, keep your temperament. Definitely mind your mouth and mind your manners and your etiquette, because this can close doors for you as well as open doors for you. Don't say that I didn't tell you so, right? Oh, and now we got the 6 of Wands. So we've got 8, then 14, then 6, and everybody's an even number. So we've got 14, we've got 28, which turns into a 10. So we've got a full house. Yes. 8 of Wands. Temperance. See that 14? See that? See that 8? And then you got the 6 of Wands. So you've got 14, 28, that's 10. The energy of 10, definitely. So there is a full picture here. And we are headed to celebrations. It's just that everybody needs to be mindful of their mouth, their manners, and the ways in which they want to communicate with people, because stuff can get real ugly. Yeah. Yep. And we got the King of Wands at the bottom, sitting there with his legs all gapped wide open. So I don't know. He's wide open for something. And that was at the bottom of the deck. All right. So now we've got the star. So there might be a star showing up for dinner. You know, everybody wants to be the star. Everybody wants to be the main character. This is giving main character energy. So there might be a main character showing up, Or you yourself might be the main character, and you might need to be very mindful of who you let near you and who you go near, and what is the content of the conversation. Be very mindful of manipulators this time of year, be it emotional or financial. People are definitely manipulative, and it doesn't have to have anything to do with money. Some people just want all of your attention, and some people just want all of your resources, all of your food. They want all of your consideration. They want all of your space. Some people just want your life. They don't like how they live, so they want your life, but they didn't make the sacrifices you did. So don't be quick to give them anything that they didn't really work for or they don't deserve. A lot of times we take on other people's karma by trying to make other people comfortable because they didn't take the time to make their own selves comfortable. I ran into a lot of cross karma because of that. I wasn't a people pleaser per se because I wasn't doing it so much for them. What was crazy is a lot of the times I was doing things for people for me. It made me feel good, but it also made people feel like I wanted their burdens, and the lazy effers were definitely laying them at my feet. Horrible, horrible people. So you have to be careful with being a giver because some people do not know how to stop taking. And I mean everything. Some people just take up space. Have you ever been on an airplane and you choose to keep your elbow off the thing or you choose to put your elbow on? Depends on. And the other person either overstay, like I had this one guy on the airplane just lay on my shoulder, and I'm like, nah, he's taking too much. He's taking from me. Not only are you taking my comfort, you're taking up my space, you're taking up my air, and I can't move. And who the F are you, sir? Like that was blatant disrespect. And that was like a narcissistic symptom, because why would you feel so entitled to infringe on another person's, yet alone a stranger's space like that? I mean, we all paid for the plane, so why do you think you're entitled, right? So yeah, I definitely can you get off me, please? There's a wall over there that you can lean on. It's bad enough I'm in the middle. So yeah, you can go. Yeah, it was on the plane. It was sucky. But I mean, we were good passengers. I didn't get up a lot to go use the bathroom. But the point is, he was on the window seat and he was leaning on my shoulder. And he also wanted to take up the armrest. Like one or the other, kid, you can have the armrest, but my shoulder is not up for sale. I'm good. That's why I bring the little neck pillow thing a lot of times when I remember it, because I do forget it. So yeah, so we stopped at the star with main character energy. So definitely, as the main character, it is your responsibility to remain the main character of your show, because people like to destiny swap. That's what that looks like, trying to take you out of your character or trying to make you the background, singing in the background, trying to put you in the background when you're supposed to be the front. You the front face, right? Right. So definitely maintain your stats. Okay. Thou shalt not be moved. Yeah. So we're going to pull two more cards and we're going to get out of here because I like to relax. Pre-Alex. He comes in a minute. And then I'm going to relax, really relax, because I've got a date with the tub. I'm going to be sitting in there for an hour or two while Alex eats his, I guess you would call it supper, because it's not late enough for dinner, but he always eats dinner early because lately we've been going to bed about 7:30. I'm not going to lie. So we've got another 10 of cups. We've got the 10 of cups because we added up the three cups at the three cards at the top, and that was 8, 14, and 6. So that was 28, which turned into a 10. And now we've got the 17 at the star. The star is 17 on its own, so that's an 8. And then we've got the 10 of cups. And that looks wonderful. It looks good, the 10 of cups. That means that you've covered all your houses and your karmic debt is getting very, very low. And it looks like you might be walking into a pretty good life in a minute. I see kids at home. I see grass. I see water. I see everything. And it's quite an array of things. This is definitely the promise. So congratulations, anyone who is living this life currently. Let's see what energy this is. This is Piscean male energy. So divine masculine. This is you. Yes, divine masculine. You have Leo. You have it's a lot of fire and water on this, and there's Aquarian energy with the star, but there's a lot of fire and water here, even though we're doing Earth. Let's see, last card. And you pull the lovers. I love this card because oh, they're naked. I love this card. I like this card because I just said it. Somebody's going into a magnificent life. They're going to have a beautiful wife. They're going to have some wonderful kids. If not, they're going to have a beautiful business, because pregnancy sometimes is an idea or business or just something in the making that's coming. So definitely congratulations to the lovers. Congratulations to the new baby. Congratulations, boy or girl. Congratulations to your new career. Congratulations to anything you have new that you have been manifesting, because this is what it looks like. And this 10 of cups and this star energy and the 6 of wands and the temperance. And as long as you keep yourself on the good side of things, everything is coming to you, my friend. I hope this message meets you very, very well. Remember to mind your manners and mind your circle. All right, don't forget what I told you. Love you. Bye bye.